What's up, people? Welcome along to AFC Game by Game, and more bad news this evening following the loss to United in the 2 undefeated Emirates on Saturday evening. We're now faced with the news that Jack Wilshere is facing 8 to 10 weeks on the sidelines. News just breaking this evening, absolutely devastating news. If the defeat to United wasn't enough, this is an absolute critical body blow to Arsenal at the moment. Jack Wilshere, losing him, absolutely devastated. It's really hard news to take. He's going to be out till late February, early March, possibly. So obviously, where does this leave us? Honestly, where does this leave us? With not enough players stepping up to the plate. Jack Wilshere being one of very few Arsenal players at the moment, actually putting consistent, decent performances with the likes of Aaron Ramsey, consistently proving to be a shadow of his former self. The likes of Santi Cazorla, age is progressively having an effect on him. Thomas Rosicky, can we really rely on a 34-year-old to consistently play well for us? It leaves us in a dire situation. Jack Wilshere, honestly, given his performances for England, given how he'd started the season for Arsenal, that game against Besiktas in the 1-0 victory where he really seemed to turn things around, and from that point he's been playing some excellent football for us, and he's really been in the heart of every attacking move that we've done since he's come back into the side. And it finally did look like, apart from a couple of niggles, it did look like he was over that long-term injury of his on his ankle, and that's exactly where he's picked up his injury. I mean, if you look at a photograph, I can't quite remember who it was that committed the foul on Wilshere, but his ankle absolutely turned over. It's incredibly unlucky for him, but I mean, it's really unfortunate for us. It's yet another injury, and it's just typical that when we've got the likes of Theo Walcott coming back into the side, it leaves us in yet another situation. And the thing with Wilshere is he's one of our more creative players. Cazorla arguably is a very creative player. On his day, he's absolute world beater, but he hasn't really had his day this season, and we need someone consistent, and we need a driving force. That's what Jack Wilshere is so good at. That link between the defence and attack. He's so good at picking the ball up in our own half and literally just running all the way into the opposition penalty box, causing other teams a load of problems, and we're not going to have that. Ramsey doesn't really have that effect. Ramsey needs to step up now. He needs to, because there is so much weight on his shoulders to perform. And the thing with Ramsey is, if we had Wilshere still available, it would kind of mean that we could afford to drop Ramsey at times, but now we don't really have that luxury. And Ramsey is effectively guaranteed a place in the team, which I don't think is good. It should be healthy to have competition in the side, and Ramsey is just kind of going to get to that point where he thinks he's guaranteed a place in the side 11, which he is, because we got no one else available. And you know, if we did have a bit more competition, maybe his performances would upgrade. But unfortunately, we're not in that position now. We've got Mesut Ozil out till the new year as well, so it doesn't look good going into this really busy Christmas period. I mean, especially as we've got a couple of Champions League fixtures left to play, and you know, we're going to have to start overplaying players at a point, and you could quite easily see us picking up another 1 or 2 injuries. But this is really bad news, really bad news, and I don't know where it leaves us. Honestly, I really don't know where it leaves us, but I've got to hope that certain players will step up. I mean, it is a good opportunity for the likes of Santi Cazorla to prove himself. I'm hoping that this also means Thomas Rosicky, who I'm a big admirer of, will get a bit more time in and around the starting 11, as well as players like Joel Campbell, Luke Podolski, general squad players that I'd like to see get a bit more time in the team. But this is to lose one of our most creative players, a player that has been absolutely sublime for us this season, probably bar Alexis Sanchez and Oxlade-Chamberlain, could quite easily be said to be one of our best players and most effective players, certainly, this campaign. And to have him pick up yet another serious injury, that's what it is. He's out for about 10 weeks, so when he comes back, he's going to have about 2 months of the season left, so it's again not another season where he's been able to pull all the way through, which is a massive disappointment. He could be so big for us as well, Jack Wilshere. He could go down at Arsenal as an absolute club legend, and I think he will. I mean, he is only 22, he'll be 23 when he comes back from his injury, so I mean, he's got plenty of time to still get over it, but he's got to stay injury free yet. But I know it's a big ask, especially with this player, and considering the injuries on his ankle yet again, it's I believe it's on his ankle anyway, but it is a cause for concern. Players have to step up, like I'm saying a few times, but it is a fact that the likes of Ramsey, etc., had to step up. But this leaves us in a bad situation, as Wilshere has been so integral to the team, and without him, our style of play is very static. I noticed it against Swansea especially. Our football is just so, and you notice it when he went off against United. A lot of time we're playing the ball in our own half. He's the only one that I think strikes fear into a lot of defenders because he runs at them. He's a driving force and he's willing to go that extra mile that a lot of players sometimes just aren't. He'll take risks. That's what I like about Wilshere as well. He's a risk taker. But you know, like I said, hopefully players will step up. I mean, we've got a huge game against Dortmund, which I'll be previewing tomorrow on Tuesday. So hopefully we can go into that game, get something out of it. That's a good game for a lot of squad players to hopefully get an opportunity and prove themselves in that. I'd like to see Rosicki featuring in that game. And then we got a trip to West Brom away on the weekend, which is going to be a very difficult away game. So really, leave your thoughts on how you're responding to this new injury of Jack Wilshere. Leave your thoughts in the comments box below. If you've enjoyed this quick update, then give a like to the video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching, guys.